Hi, I'm Wendy from Shiny Happy World, and this video is part of an ongoing series of tutorials showing how to do the Quilt As You Go technique. In this one, I'm going to show a quilting pattern that I really like to use that is an interlocked boxes. You'll see that this pattern is really similar to the square squiggles in the way that the shapes are made so that we get this continuous line with a lot of different boxes, but we step away from the rows, and this is just much more freeform, which can make it a little bit more challenging to do. I would not make this the first one of these quilt patterns that you try and do, because you do have to kind of plan 2 steps ahead of where you are all along the way, but I really love the look of it. So it's one that I like to use a lot, but just be warned that it is one that you need to kind of think about a little bit as you go. So I'm going to show you how I do this on a piece of paper so you get a nice dark line and you can see really clearly what's happening. So I like to start, usually I start in a corner, but when I'm doing this technique I really like to start right near the applique. And this is one that you could do the entire background first and then do your applique on top of that. But this is also one that it's really easy to work around the applique. So I'm going to show that as an example here, but you can always just fill in your whole background this way. So I'm going to start near the applique, and all of my lines are going to run parallel to either one of the lines of the blocks, roughly parallel. I'm not very fussy about that. So I'm going to go up past where I want to do my first box in this area. So I'm going to go up to the top edge of my box and make a box and cross over my line. Now, if I was doing this on the machine, I would stop, I would put my needle down, and I would think about where I want my next box to be. I want it to be in that space of the neck, because once I get past there, I lose access to it, and I don't want to block myself off. So I'm going to go up and fill in there. And now, I've got a little space in here. I want to start moving up this direction, so I'm going to do just a little down box. And I'm going to stop and think again. Now I want to fill in this area, and I also want to start working toward that ear there. So I'm going to do this time a tall, skinnier box. I love to vary the shape and sizes of my box here. So I'm going to do a taller, skinnier box. And then I'm going to go up here and do a box that tucks right in around that ear. So you can see how you're able to work around the applique really easily without having to do any carrying threads along the sides of it. So I'm going to come over here now, and I'm just going to bend a corner. And I'm going to do a nice big box in there. Now I'm going to start working down this way. And remember, you're not racing when you're doing this on the quilt. You can stop as many times as you need to kind of plan your next move. And I really do. Almost every time I finish a box, I kind of stop and figure out, okay, where am I going to go next? And you're just going to slowly work your way around the entire cat, and just keep working your way around, making those same kind of almost figure-8 boxes. Everything is a square corner, and all of your lines are running parallel, pretty closely parallel, to the edges of your block. And that's how I do my interlocking boxes quilt pattern. It's a really fun one, but it does require a little bit more thinking as you go, because it's not just stripes running across the block. I'm Wendy from Shiny Happy World. I'll see you next time.